Hi, exploring whiskey people.
Before we get to today's review, we wanted to let everyone know that September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month.
My son Jason was diagnosed at the age of 7 with osteosarcoma, which is a bone cancer. He passed away a little over a year later, actually in the month of September.
So this month, we're going to be supporting the St. Jude's charity campaign in Jason's honor. Our goal is to raise $500 for this great cause. There is a link down below in the description for this charity.
Everyone knows that St. Jude doesn't charge families for treatment, but did you know that they have an incredible prosthetic program? Here's something I never knew. Insurance only covers one prosthetic limb in a lifetime. But if a child requires a prosthetic as a result of illness, of course he's going to outgrow it at some point. St. Jude recognizes this and provides prosthetics all the way up to adulthood.
80% of kids with cancer, by the time they are diagnosed, it had already spread to other areas of the body. This is why it's extremely important for these children to begin treatment right away.
We appreciate any support you can give to this great cause.
Now, on to our whiskey review.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kevin, and this is Exploring Whiskey, where we sample whiskeys from around the world.
Today, we're going to take our first trip into the Asian whiskeys, more specifically from Taiwan, and we're going to be sampling the Kavalan, which one is this?
Single Malt Select.
Single Malt Select.
This is their introductory line. They have a lot of different versions and varieties.
So we got plenty of episodes.
Oh, we have so many episodes and lots of spending of money that goes along with that. This is a lot of the Asian whiskeys tend to mirror a lot of Scotch notes. That's kind of where they go. Kavalan came out in the early 2000s and went a little outside of that. They like to really change some things up. They also, this particular one is very focused on the American market. So it won't have some of those super smoked Scotch notes that they might be used to. This is more focused on an American market. Since they've come out, they've won numerous awards for the various different flavors, tastings. They've really done some great things with this bottle. And it's a really kind of a cool bottle. I mean, the box is kind of a neat presentation. The bottle's super unique.
Yeah.
They've put thought into what they're doing with this whiskey. They're really kind of planning all the way, the whole gamut. But yeah, Distiller Select, single malt.
Can't tell from the bottle. The bottle's smoked, so kind of, it's about the same color though.
It is a little bit darker than a lot of Scotches.
Ooh, yeah, it's got that. I think it's got more of a Scotch note, very Scotch nose to it.
Yeah, there's. But it's not the Isla super smoke, but there's a smoke note there. Real light one. A lot of fruit. Orangey, citrusy type notes. Floral, sweet. There's
a lot going on with this.
Yeah, there is.
I'm having
There
a hard
really
time
is.
pinpointing it.
That is relatively dark for most, I think most Asian whiskeys, Scotch whiskeys. They're usually a little lighter because they're aged in used barrels.
Yeah.
No age statement on this guy. And 86 proof. So
A little
higher. A lot of those Scotches and Irish whiskeys tend to do that 80 to 86 range. They really like that range. But it's a good golden color. It's really, there's a bit more of that malty funk coming through now. Like it's every time I go in there, it's a different note. Oh, I'm interested. Got to see what it tastes like, right?
I get a little bit of sweetness right away. Then it kind of turns over to some spice.
Yeah.
There's a slight burn on the back end, but it doesn't last very long at all. It's very light.
Very light. No smoke. The little bit of a smoke that I got on the nose, it doesn't exist in there. It is that light, floral, fruity. And then, in the middle, there's a spice. I'm not even sure what that might be, but there's a little touch of a spice there. Sweet, floral, orangey, Glenmorangie-ish.
Yeah.
So that Highland type whiskey is kind of the realm that I'm getting. There's a little different, but there's more to it. It's more complex than the Glenmorangie.
It's way more complex than like the Glenmorangie 10. The Glenmorangie 10, it's very light. It's just kind of straightforward. It's more of that orangey.
Yeah.
All the way
Orange,
through.
honey, sweet.
Yeah. No, this one is way more complex. At least for me. My palate. It's not bad though. I mean, it's
Glowing review. It's not bad.
but I don't dabble too much in the Asian whiskeys. The Japanese whiskeys more.
This is the very first Asian whiskey I've ever bought, and it was based off of going on a YouTube rabbit hole, and I was just like, ooh, that sounds interesting. I want to try that, and I saw it in a store and grabbed it. It's not a name that I had heard before, and Taiwanese whiskey, really? Like that just was not. Like, I've heard Japanese whiskeys and things like that, but I've never heard anything about Taiwan.
I'm interested to sample some more though. I mean, it's piqued my interest. I mean, it's along those lines of that Glenmorangie.
Yeah, depending on how you finish it.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what some of the other ones taste like.
That initial on the tongue, it's so super sweet. Mm-hmm. As soon as you get to like breathe in a little air, pepper,
that spiciness.
Yeah, oak, char, tobacco, like a cigar almost. A little bit of that.
My tongue's pretty dry.
You ever do a sweet like a
Swisher sweet.
kind of, exactly. Like a sweet cigar that has a little bit of a sweet smoke taste, but you still have that cigar taste and it kind of like dries out your mouth. There's a little bit of that note there. Really, it's kind of it's very different. Be interested to see what a splash of water would do to change or open up in that, since it's so complex. Like how much would it change?
Splash of water, but no ice, I think.
At 86 proof, it's probably not worthwhile.
It would water down quite a bit, I think. A drop or two to open it up.
That would be really an interesting experiment to see what a drop or two of water would add to that.
Well, that could be a whole other episode.
Yeah, well, we could extend the episodes too. We could always have a dropper of some water. Yeah. We could have a cube to throw in there and sample multiple different ways if we ever wanted to make these longer than the normal 7 to 7-ish minutes. It's nice.
It's nice. It's my first Taiwanese whiskey. Like I said, it's not bad. I'm curious to see what the rest of the lineup is like, though.
More expensive.
I'm sure.
Their line is not cheap. This is their introductory bottle, and it is $55 to $60 for the introductory bottle. The handful of bottles I've seen on the shelf around our region, outside of this, you're easily hitting that $100 mark. Okay. 160, I think, is what I saw one for. It moves quickly up the expense ladder.
Need a sponsor.
Really do. Really need somebody to help us out on buying some of these. But it's not the funk. Like, I'm not getting a single malt funk that I did in the very beginning. That's disappeared. It's sweet, a little bit of smoke, not smoke, like that cigar note, that oak note, whatever it is. Very nice though.
Well, this was
fun
a good
little
one.
Experiment. Yeah, I like it. I like what they're doing. I agree. Would love to try some more of these.
I'm sure we will.
We'll give it a shot. Absolutely.
Well, again, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. Again, we're going to go out on a hunt and see if we can find some more. So there'll be more Kavalan for us to review. But again, if you like what you saw today, would like to see some more of this or anything else, let us know. But again, hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
And while you're down there, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you get notified every time that we post a new video. While you're down there, there's comments. Leave a comment. Have you ever had a Kavalan? Or is there a Japanese or Asian whiskey that you would recommend that we should give a shot? Like I said, this is the only bottle I have of an Asian whiskey. So would love a recommendation of something we should take a look at and maybe review on the channel.
We get it. Gives us something to do on the weekend.
There you go.
Go for the hunt.
We love the hunt.
Yeah. But appreciate everyone joining. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.